There's growing concern that insurance companies could use policy loopholes to avoid paying for some of the damage caused by Melbourne's Christmas Day hailstorms. The clean-up is continuing for residents in the northern suburbs, where a relief centre is now operating. The SES has received more than 4,000 calls for assistance. This morning, crews began arriving from regional Victoria and interstate to help clear the backlog. And a short time ago, the state government announced emergency relief grants will be available for those who've been hit the hardest.
Instead of relaxing at home for the Christmas holidays, Taylors Lakes resident Lou Poulier is now looking for temporary accommodation for his family.
Basically, the plaster ceiling from the ceiling have just collapsed, so we've cleaned up, and as you can see from the rubbish here, there's a fair bit of damage.
It's a common story across the neighbourhood, and the Brimbank Council has set up a recovery centre to help affected residents.
Our roof at the moment is pretty damaged, and I'm just scared in case it starts to rain again.
Not everyone's worse off because of the storm.
Yesterday there was a glazier just drove down our street and he had a day's work without actually doing it. He just pulled his truck up and people were rushing up to him. Please come and replace my windows. He was making a fortune.
Robert Nappy says there's around $100,000 damage to his house and car, and he's worried his insurance company won't pay up.
Especially with the vehicle, they'll probably find some loopholes from the last hailstorm they had. Hopefully with the house, they can cover the house.
The problem will be if the insurance companies deem the water that entered people's properties as flood rather than stormwater.
5,000 claims have already been lodged.
If they have insurance policies for home and contents, I'm sure will be covered in this event.
Emergency relief funding is now available. The state government will provide up to $1,200 per household for short-term accommodation and clean-up costs. Up to $30,000 is available for those who'll need to relocate while they repair their homes. Even with SES crews from South Australia and New South Wales pitching in, the initial clean-up could carry on until the weekend. Emily Stewart, ABC News, Melbourne.